We begin today with
Bruce
breaking
Lee is
news.
this guy that's playing ping pong. With nunchucks. He really believes this shit. Okay, this is part of the illusion. Pay attention when I'm finna read. I know you don't.
That nigga cold.
We talk to the rest of the people.
Come
Why
on,
we
read it,
talk to the
Rob.
people?
I want to hear it.
This is why, and when you find yourselves alone, ladies, when you're 40 years old, black women, this is why. The breaking process, this is part of Willie Lynch Laws. This is one of the processes of the Willie Lynch Laws that I read earlier.
Let him read Willie Lynch.
It's okay, it's all right. See my mother.
Come on. You might well just let this shit. You might well let the show deteriorate because that's what it's going into.
Go ahead. I want to hear about the Willie Lynch.
It's okay. I ain't paying him too much liquor.
It's educational and it's informative, but the show's breaking down.
And this is why. This is why these people think we used
to this.
They used to.
This is our culture. This is what we do. This is what we do.
This is why white folks think niggas is ignorant.
They gonna take the segment of clip of this show and post it on the YouTube and post it everywhere else.
And won't read and listen.
It's crazy and everything. But here we go.
Feed a nigga alcohol. He act like this.
This is one of the processes of Willie Lynch. The breaking process of the African woman. Take the female and run a series of tests to see if she will stay with you submissively or by willingness. Test her in every way because she's the most important factor for good economics. If she shows any signs of resistance and submission completely to your will, do not hesitate to put the bullwhip to her and use the extractions of every piece of the last bitch out of her. Take care not to kill her, for in doing so, you spoil good economics. When in complete submission, she will train her offspring in the early years to submit to labor when they become of age. Understanding this is the best thing. Therefore, we shall go deeper into this area of subject matter concerning what we have produced here in this breaking process of the female nigger. We have reversed the relationship. In her natural, uncivilized state, she would have a strong dependency on the uncivilized nigger male. She would have a limited protective tendency towards her independent male offspring and would rise male offsprings to be dependent like her. Nature had provided for this type of balance. If we reversed nature's by burning and pulling a civilized nigger apart, a civilized, not uncivilized, a civilized nigger apart, and bullwhipping the other to the point of death, all in her presence. By her being left alone, unprotected, and with the male image destroyed, the ordeal caused her to move from her psychological dependent state to a frozen, independent state. In this frozen psychological state of independence, she will raise her male and female offspring in reversed roles. For fear of the young male's life, she will psychologically train him to be mentally weak and dependent, but physically strong. Because she has become psychologically independent, she will train her female offsprings to be psychologically independent. What have you got? You've got the nigger woman out in front, and the nigger male behind and scared. This is perfect in our situation of sound sleep and economics. Before the breaking process, we had to be alertly on guard at all times. Now we know we can sleep soundly. For out of frozen fear, his woman stands guard for us. He cannot get past her early slave molding process. He is a good tool, now ready to be tried and tied to the horse at a tender age. By the time a nigger boy reaches the age of 16, he is soundly broken in and ready for a long life of sound and efficient work and the reproduction of a unit of a good labor force. Continually through the breaking process of uncivilized savage niggers, by throwing the nigger female savage into a frozen psychological state of independence, by killing the protective male image, and by creating a submissive, dependent mind of the nigger male slave, we have created an orbiting circle that turns on its own axis forever.